Has been over. Yeah, I know. I think it ended around 2022 or 2023. I know it's been over for a minute. But the thing is, I didn't discover Solo Leveling until season 1 came out. I saw it and I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. And then I find out it's absolute peak. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to read the manhwa. Actually, no, season 1 was already over by the time I found Solo Leveling. And then as I was finishing up season 1, season 2 was announced. That was the timeline. And then I'm like, so this absolute peak that I just found is coming out with a season 2. And a lot of people are saying, well, with the contents of the story and with how long the manhwa is, there's probably going to be a few seasons. And I'm going to be like, let's go! Let's fucking go! Yes! Absolute peak, bro. And the animators, especially the latest episode right now, the animators fucking cooked. Literally best fight so far in the anime just happened. Best fight. That shit was, but it's so funny because ever since I started watching Solo Leveling, a lot of more content about it started showing up in my on my TikTok page, and it turns out it's so funny because obviously the manhwa or the manga or whatever it's called is going to be different from the anime because they're just two different mediums. And so it turns out, so in the, again, this isn't necessarily spoiling for the fight. So it turns out in the actual anime, the fight was like it was pretty close. It was pretty close, right? But the thing is, in the manhwa, it was one fucking sided, and I'm like, bro. But it makes sense because the anime is very fast paced. It's very, very fast paced. So it makes sense why they had to make that change, because if they didn't, a lot of people probably would have viewed it as a lot more boring. But with the manhwa, you have all the little nuances in there so that when it happens, it hits differently per session. Keep this pace, we'll get 2 more seasons. Right? English. Okay, for me personally, whenever it comes to anime, I always try out. So I'm mainly a sub person. I'm mainly a person that listens to sub. But I honestly think the dubs are getting there, right? And I would, for Solo Leveling, I would recommend the dub, right? The reason why is fucking the one and only fucking Aleks Lee. He is the reason why I recommend it to you. Aleks Lee. Wait. Is that hold on. Is that his fucking name? Did I fuck it up? Aleks Lee. Let me pull him up. This fucking man right here. This man right here. Fuck. Hold on. Let me move my model. Let me move my VTuber fucking model. Let me just shift that. Let me just shift myself over here. There we go. This fucking man right here. He is the reason why I recommend the English dub. So he plays Sun Jin-woo. He plays the main character. This guy, this man right here. This is why you should watch the English dub, right? He is the reason why you should watch the English dub. Right here. Right. Just look at him, right? So this is the incident, right? The incident that made me find Solo Leveling. The incident was when he popped up on my TikTok page, right? I've never seen him before. I don't know who the fuck he is. And so I see this video. And if you guys watch Solo Leveling, there's a very good chance you've seen the video. And he was talking about like a couple of fans, right? So because some of the fans were like, you better not mess this up, right? You better not mess this up. And so he made a joke video, where he was like, hey, because you know, like the arise, that moment that happens in the manhwa, right? A lot of fans are like, season 1 had already started at this point. And so a lot of the fans were being a little mean because they were like, you better not fuck that up, right? That's like one of the moments in the manhwa. Don't fuck this shit up. And so he made a joke video and he said, hey, if you don't stop being mean and being rude, I'm gonna do something else with the arise moment. So instead of saying arise, I'm gonna say fucking erect. That's what I'm gonna fucking say. There were a few of them. He was like, erect. Or wakey. Or like, he also said like, wakey. Exactly. So it was a joke video because he was making fun of the people that were like trying to be like, that were being mean because they thought he was going to fuck it up, right? This is how I found him, and that is how I found Solo Leveling. Then I'm like, so after that video, because I knew he was joking, right? Like I immediately knew what was happening, right? I never knew Solo Leveling, but I'm like, oh, because for me, I have a huge appreciation for voice actors. I have a huge respect for them. So whenever I see disrespect of them, I don't tolerate it because it's like they're doing their thing. Just let them do their thing. So I checked out his channel, right? That's how I find out that he is the voice actor of the main character. Right? So I'm like, okay, let me check out Solo Leveling. I check out Solo Leveling. I'm like, this shit is peak, right? I go back to his channel. He has a YouTube channel, by the way. You could just look him up on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. I see all the other roles he played. Like he played the main character. Was it the main? No, he played a few characters in the recent Persona game, I believe. He also played Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. That's how he got started. I think that was like his first role, right? And all that type of stuff. And then a certain podcast called the Trash Taste Podcast comes up. I've been following Trash Taste for a little bit, right? And so all of a sudden, an episode with this man's face pops up in my For You page. After I check out Solo Leveling and after I check out his channel, right? I watched the episode. His fucking life is a roller coaster, right? It's a fucking roller coaster. I'm like, what the fuck? It makes me even more attracted because I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you were in Canada and then you moved to America and then you moved back to Canada and you lived alone at the age of 14? What the fuck? You are a very interesting person. And there's something about me. I love interesting people. What I mean by that is if there's like something about you that's like, yeah, I want to get to know you more. That whole podcast was that for him. Was that for me. And so ever since that podcast episode, I'm like, yeah, I'm loyal. Again, his voice for Sun Jin-woo is so fucking good. And his range is amazing, right? Because he played Jin-woo before and after the transformation. That's him. Both versions of him are him. Those are not two different voice actors. Both of them are him. And he played Zenitsu. So that just tells you the range this man has, right? Tells you the range he has for the characters that he plays. He also played Luke. For me, another thing about me, like we talked about, I'm a martial artist. One of my favorite types of games growing up were fighter games. This is Killer Instinct. This is Street Fighter. This is Mortal Kombat. This is Injustice. Like all of those types of fighting games, that was my shit because I was a martial artist. And he plays Lucas in the new Street Fighter 6, I believe. And I'm like, holy shit. And you play fucking Lucas. I think that's his name, Lucas. I'm like, what the fuck? So you are literally, so you voice act literally my anime crush right now. You have a very interesting personality. He's also very good looking as well, but that's just my opinion. And you voice a character in Street Fighter, a video game like franchise that I fucking love. Yeah. I'm telling you, watch the English dub for this man. And the thing is, I watched, and all the other voice actors did very well too, right? If like for me personally, if we're talking about dubs, like this has Solo Leveling has one of the best dubs out there. For me, it's up there with the dub for Cowboy Bebop. And to be honest, when it comes to Cowboy Bebop, I rarely meet people that actually prefer the sub version. A lot more people prefer the dub. Like a lot of English speakers prefer the dub version than the sub version. Now for like Japanese speakers, I don't know. But when it comes to English speakers and when it comes to Cowboy Bebop in particular, most of them prefer the dub. Right? And I get it because the VAs for the dub of Cowboy Bebop fucking killed it. They killed it. For sure. Shark bite. Okay, Shaggy, you have to go to sleep. Sorry, can stay. That's fine. You also say you're fucking drunk, so you need to sleep that shit off. Thunder! I joined for more Jinwoo simping. I guess I am. Well, I'm not simping for Jinwoo. I'm simping for his voice actor. Two different things to correct. Hold on. I'm sorry. I went on a fucking rant. Y'all are like probably about to go to sleep like Shaggy. I was talking to you. I don't like it. Yeah, but I am telling you, watch the fucking English dub. If not for me, for this man. Because he does us a good job. The only thing that made me disappointed in the dub was whenever Jinwoo fought Tusk. Now Tusk. The fucking sorcerer orc thing. That was the only time I was disappointed because instead of getting a fucking voice actor to do the fucking sorcerer, they got some random celebrity person, which and the thing is it sucks because it was the dub was pretty much perfect right up until that very moment, and that shit pisses me off. Here's another picture of Aleks, by the way. I saw this shit. I'm like, yeah, he's that guy. He is him. He is that fucking guy. He's that guy. He's that man. He's that dude.